If you are an influencer or a creator on Instagram, then your Instagram bio is super important because it is the first thing people see even before they get to your content. They see your bio. So in today's video, I want to dissect the bio, but from an influencer perspective, I'm going to share the elements that make a bio successful. And the best part is I'm also going to jump over to my computer and screen share and show you guys examples of real creators that we have found online that we think are doing a great job with their bio. Now let's go ahead and just jump right on in. So when you land on an Instagram bio, there's different elements that we are going to dissect today. And the first is the nameplate. So when you think about putting yourself together online, it's funny. I literally just had a call with a creator who her username included her name and then a bunch of numbers after it. So imagine your username being like Nina1487. And then it really starts to think about it. When you think about it, it doesn't sound like a brand name. It sounds like a username. And if you're doing this as a creator who wants to be taken seriously, wants to pitch to brands, you want to think about your username strategically, right? You are a brand. You are your own brand. So naming that handle, what you want to appear at, you don't want to be Tutti Frutti for you. That sounds like a frozen yogurt brand. Maybe you're a frozen yogurt influencer, but I think you guys get the drift. The second thing is make sure your bio has space for a searchable keyword. So you'll see in the examples I share, a lot of the bios will have not only their name, but a keyword they want to be recognized for. So for example, if you're going to be doing Amazon content where you're showing like Amazon finds or budget finds, then having that word, Amazon finds in your bio is going to help people that are searching that search term find you quicker. And this is important because when you start thinking about like, oh, well, what do I want to be known for? Putting that in your nameplate helps you get found by people who are using social media as a search engine. Now, something that you want to consider when you're putting that keyword in there, you don't want to put a keyword that has millions of searches. So for example, I wouldn't just put the word Amazon because that probably has a lot of searches versus the word Amazon finds. This narrows it down. Now, outside of your name, let's dive into the rest of the profile. So I think one of the things that makes a bio really stand out is a solid, clear mission statement. And I personally love when the creator talks to her audience directly, right? So like helping you feel confident in your body, or something that's like sharing the best tips around natural hair, whatever. Speaking to the audience in that first person, I personally love that. But more than that, having clear mission statement. And again, like I said, I will be sharing my screen and we'll be going and looking at examples so you can hear what that kind of sound like. But create that mission statement so that you can have it in your bio. Also, a credibility plug. Love me a good credibility plug. So in our bio, we say press mentions that we have been featured on. I think by sharing with our audience that we've been featured on CNN and other media sites shares that we are credible, like the media comes to us, and that makes us experts. So I also think that some creators that are YouTubers, for example, they'll have like, a small Instagram following, but then like 30,000 subs on Instagram. So you could in your IG bio, like reference that being like 30,000 subscribers on YouTube or 100,000 subscribers on TikTok. Again, it's just like that quick, like, oh, so they do have a really big audience on another platform. This is just a smaller platform for them. I think that's like a nice way to show that first impression, especially if you are using your IG bio to attract brands. Because believe it or not, how you put your bio together does attract brands, right? If someone types in the word Miami influencer and you populate, that gets a brand to notice you and reach out to you first. Now, if you are interested in little tweaks like this on how to get brands to notice you, we do have a little mini course all about it. So I will include the link below on strategies that you guys can implement to get brands to reach out to you first if you don't want to be the one doing the pitching to them. So outside of that credibility plug, instead of having that plug that mentions your credibility or your following somewhere else, the next best thing is a strong call to action. Don't be afraid to let brands know. Click here to work together below, or let your audience know. Click here to shop my Amazon storefront or my LTK shop, or view my portfolio, like whoever it is that you're talking to. I love bios that have a strong call to action. Maybe you're promoting your newsletter or you're promoting a training that you're doing. Just having that call to action Also creates like an authoritative space for you where you're kind of like the authority on your handle. Now, you can't have a bio without links. I mean, I guess you could, but I think again, why not use all the space that Instagram gives you to make it amazing? So include a link, guys, whether it's even to your portfolio or to your storefront. Using that link in bio feature is something that I think as a creator or influencer, you're going to want to populate. And especially if you're a creator that has worked with me, you guys know I love having the portfolio there because a lot of the creators I work with, they want to pitch content to brands. So they want to have in their bio, hey brand, like check out my portfolio, because this is a great way to get a brand to want to work with you from a content perspective. Now, if you're a creator that wants to pitch content to brands or get more paid brand deals, brand sponsorships, make sure you come to my next free live training. I host them all the time. They're live, they're super valuable. I read pitches out loud. I share my screen. I think you guys are gonna have a great time and learn a lot. So I will include the link below to my next free live training on how to get paid brand deals. Now, another thing you're gonna wanna consider in your bio is your highlights. You guys, please use these highlights a little bit more strategically and don't have highlights that are 200 weeks old, because again, you wanna keep it fresh. You wanna show that it's not some ignored space. I recently had a creator tell me like, oh my God, Nina, I have not even looked at my highlights in forever. They're just sitting there. Remember, when someone lands on your page within a few seconds, they're gonna know if they wanna follow you or not, right? And that's why we're working on our bios, because we want to increase our follower rate, because having a strong bio does help your chances of having someone click follow. So make sure your highlights are organized, clear, have examples of your work, and make it, easy for your audience to navigate through. And like I said, when I share examples in a little bit, you'll be able to see what that looks like. And last but not least, a strong profile photo. So important to have a strong profile photo, one that maybe you're using across all platforms so it's consistent, but if not, it puts someone is gonna see on the top of the Instagram, and that's what they're gonna remember you by. So I wouldn't switch your profile photo up too often, because then people won't know who you are. Like, I know for me, when I'm scrolling, I know certain people's stories are populated just by their profile photos. So including something up close, smiling, showing your face is always great. Oh, and lastly, because I just thought about this, we talked about calls to action in your bio. Also, a lot of creators like to include their email. They like to include, a way for their brand to contact them directly by putting their email in their bio. People have asked me, Nina, should I include my location? Should I not? I think it's a judgment call. Again, a lot of the influencers I work with, if they're not doing location-based stuff, they're partnering with brands all around. So the location is not super important, but for others it is. So it is a judgment call. All right, so now let's go ahead and head over to my screen so I can share my screen and show you guys some examples of bios that have really strong elements of what we went through today. Okay, so as promised, I wanted to share my screen and just show you some different accounts of different creators that we literally just found on Instagram. And I'm gonna just be showing you examples of their pages and what they're doing well and what I like about them. So I'm starting off with us because, oh, hey, Sidewalker Daily. If you haven't followed us yet on Instagram, go ahead and give us a follow. But I wanna share with you just in our bio, currently right now, we have the word creator community in our bio as our search term. We have that kind of strong mission statement, right? We teach creators how to land paid brand deals. We have that credibility plug featured on CNN, NBC Entrepreneur. We have our free training call to action link with our link in bio here. Now, when you click our link in bio, and I will show you other creators' link in bios as well, but take a look at our link in bio, right? Again, it's going to have multiple things. It's going to have our podcast, our Amazon, coaching, our course, creators, all the things that we're working on. So again, you want to make sure you use and take advantage of that link in bio. Now, what I wanted to show you was our highlight covers and how we kind of created a space that's really easy to navigate. So for example, we have about, services, courses, reviews, and freebies. And I personally like our covers. I think they're quite cute. And the reason I just wanted to show you guys ours is because it makes it really easy to navigate. Like, you know where to look for what. Okay, so Kylie Nelson, love her profile image, really up close, face shot, smiling, happy, warm, friendly. Here we go. Kylie Nelson, mid-size fashion. Here is that keyword, mid-size. So if you were looking for fashion advice for this mid-size market and you type her name up, and here's what I mean when you type up the name. When I mean type it, I mean here, you go into mid-size, you type up that word, right? You're going to see people that have that keyword. And there she is, right? She's right up there. And this is, guys, what I mean by the size. So this is 500,000 posts on mid-size, but she is clearly, ranking for that term. Now, let's continue looking to walk you through it. Okay, mission statement, helping women feel confident in their now bodies, right? Size 10. So she is sharing her size because she is all about the fashion and she wants to let you know. TikTok, credibility plug, 230,000 on TikTok. She has a call to action, which is links, and she used this extra space here to say where she is based. Now here she has merch finds, makeup routine, PR unboxings. So that bio is really nice and clean. Now, as you can see, because I am looking at this on desktop, there is no click to contact, right? So I can't click her email. If you did this on the phone, there would probably a button for her email. So that's why some people want to go ahead and put their email addresses right inside the bio. Some people choose to do that because if a brand is looking for you on desktop, they're going to not see it. Now, I wanted to show you guys Becca because she has her email. I think she does a nice job and her highlights are really organized. But what I also wanted to show you is this keyword, Miami influencer. She is trying to rank for that keyword. Now, what's interesting is probably her followers are not searching for that, but brands are. So she went the route of putting that in. She also has beauty, fashion, lifestyle. So she doesn't have that mission statement, but she does show her pillars. Her new YouTube video is her call to action, and she has her link tree. Now, to show you another creator's account, and again, guys, this is always the best way to learn, is through doing this yourself. Go and take a look at other accounts. Let's look at Allison. Here she goes. Amazon finds. She's trying to rank for this keyword. She's also trying to rank for affordable home and fashion, right? So budget-friendly home fashion must-haves for less. We know very clearly who her audience is. And if I want this type of content, I'm going to go ahead and click follow, right? She has her email. She also has her city that she is based. She has her call to action. Tap the link below to shop. And all her highlights are quite organized. What I think is cute is for Prime Day, she had it in blue. Now for Bianca, let's take a look at Bianca. Dr. My Curls, thick natural hair, right? So she's letting you know thick natural hair, acne prone. Now what I wanted to show you about her that I thought was interesting, her credibility plug is also her day job, pharmacist by day. Now it's interesting because she's a pharmacist and she's talking about acne prone skin and she's talking about thick natural hair. And her page is called Dr. My Curls. I don't know. I feel like there's something there. There's something positive there. I also think it's interesting how she has her YouTube 350,000 views. She's not saying followers, but she's saying views. Let me go ahead and follow her back. If she follows us at Sidewalker, good for her. I think she does a nice job of showing off her bio. Now let's take a look at this creator. Relatable mom life, wife life, real life humor, collects experiences and family travel. Again, she's going after this motherhood niche. She's putting lifestyle, she's putting home. She has her email, she has a call to action, and making her highlights all kind of the same works for her. And this is what I recommend you guys to do as well. Okay, so your solo travel girly, that's the keyword, travel content creator and blogger, empowering you to globetrot solo on a budget without quitting your job. So a big part of her mission statement we can tell is, you don't got to quit your job to travel. Here's how I'm going to teach you. Guides, itineraries, and tips. There we go. Because she's in the travel space, I like that she has all these destinations because people can then click to go and take a look at what those destinations look like. Now, as you guys can see, everyone's, pages are different. Mandy right here, her name, actually, her entire name, instead of having names, she has I write budget meal plans for families. She doesn't even have her name up there. She just went ahead and put the whole keyword. And then she says it again, budget meal plans, sourdough bread course, Kansas City, email, grab my guides, there we go. So she has that call to action. She has all of it. I like when you have little bullet points, it makes it easy to kind of go through. Now, I wanted to show you guys a different account. This is a realtor. Here we go. Austin Realtor, going after that keyword. Relocating buyers and sellers to luxury properties, buy and sell tips, contact me. Now, what I like about her page that just really stood out to me was her about me, just being on that highlight. So when I go in and take a look at her about me, there's something I want to tell you. I don't think you know me. Let me introduce myself. What do I do? Let's play a game, right? And she's like really using this as a space. I help buyers find their dream home, right? So she is now creating like the space for like, how many clients have I helped? I've helped this 2 years in real estate, setting up her credibility. So I just like how she uses her about me creatively to really kind of let her audience like connect with her. So while her bio, she also has this yellow background, which, believe it or not, when you're watching stories on the feed at the top, I'm sure it stands out. And then let's just go ahead and take a look at another creator. And again, you guys are starting to see here, luxury travel. That's what they're ranking for. They're a couple, so they have their image of both of them. Luxury hotels, resorts, and bucket list experience, where they're currently at, email, portfolio, and travel guides. And I love their highlights. Look at that. They're like cute little images per destination. And again, it gives a really cute sense of their brand. I think they did a really nice job with these highlights and making it easy for their audience to connect with them. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that screen share. I hope you enjoyed seeing those examples. If you are an influencer or creator and you want us to take a look at your bio, take a look at your account, help you, we do coachings. We can help audit your account and help you put it together if that's something that you struggle with. You can always email us or contact us. I will leave our website below. And I will see you guys in the next video.